sports fans, ASMR Sports. This is my second time through recording this video because I forgot to hit the record button the first time, so I've got one of these blaster boxes open already, and I'll show you those cards. There's kind of a cool one in there. I don't think it's very valuable, but so this is 2021 NBA Prism Basketball Blaster Box, and I believe this is the second year that Prism came out with WNBA 2020 was the first year, and I think that was the year Sabrina Ionescu rookie cards were in the product, and those were a pretty big hit back then. So I think she'll have second year cards in here. But I don't think there's any like huge rookies or anything like that in here. So it'll just be kind of a little taste of WNBA players. I have never opened, other than this box, which I opened thinking I was recording a video. I've never opened any WNBA cards in my life. So kind of interesting to see what's what here. I'll show you what I got. A lot of base, as one would expect. Dominance, Candace Parker. I did not get any like sort of big names that I'm familiar with, but I'm familiar with mostly like newer names. That's a silver prism of Elena Delardone. That sounds like Italian. Doesn't say anything in the bio. So we got some rookies: Michaela Ani Enweir, Jonquel Jones, Diamond DeShields. Any relation to Delino DeShields, or isn't there a Delino DeShields Jr. as well? Both Major League Baseball players. So this card, well, I have no idea who Chantel Lavender is a Indiana Fever card, and actually it's funny because I see the one right before it is Chicago Sky, and so these two teams were the subject of some controversy this last week, because the Indiana Fever is who Caitlin Clark plays for, and Caitlin Clark, if you're not familiar with her, which I find unlikely, but she was the number one draft pick in the last WNBA draft. She was like basically she's the all-time leading NCAA college basketball scorer, men or women, and has a very decorated resume in NCAA basketball. So she was highly anticipated coming into the WNBA, and she's playing out her rookie year right now. So anyways, the Chicago Sky were playing the Indiana Fever, where Caitlin Clark plays, and there was a pretty hard foul on Caitlin Clark that just sort of was like a pretty what's the word? A cheap shot is what it was. Basically, Caitlin Clark was like standing around waiting for an inbound pass, and this Chicago Sky player, whose name is it's like, I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's spelled like Kennedy, but with the CH instead of a K. So it could be Kennedy, it could be Chenedy, it could be Shenady. I don't know. I'm gonna guess Shenady, but this Shenady gal like basically came up behind Caitlin Clark and like hip checked her, like blindsided her, and Caitlin Clark just kind of like stumbled to the ground. And they gave her a common foul in the game. I don't know if they have review of fouls in WNBA, but they didn't review it if they did. And so basically everybody was talking about it because it was like a pretty obviously dirty play. And also there's just been a lot of like, talk about Caitlin Clark's, entrance into the league and what it means players have handled her playing in the league, you know, because she gets a lot of attention. She's got like a huge endorsement contract with like Nike. I think that's like $28 million or something, and I think the average salary of a WNBA player is like 60 or 70,000, or that's like I think the base salary or whatever. And I read that the highest salary is like $250,000. And Caitlin Clark, I think, gets like $80,000 or something. Which I assume is just sort of, you know, whatever league minimum for her class. Actually, she might only get like that 60-some thousand. I think that's right, because, you know, I don't think she would get any more than anybody else, since it's just, you know, it's like it's team minimum money or league minimum money for a draft pick. Anyway, so then I read today, I don't know if this came out yesterday or Friday or whatever, but the league like upgraded that foul to a flagrant foul, and they also fined one of the players on the Chicago team who was a rival of Caitlin Clark back in college. They both played at, you know, the same time and would meet each other in the playoffs. Angel Reese for LSU now plays for Chicago, and she was like cheering this foul as it happened, and ended up like not giving an interview after the game, which I guess they're required to do. Some leagues do that. So she got fined for that. Skylar Diggins-Smith with the green Fearless insert there. A couple rookies here. Aaliyah Wilson. Not to be confused with Aja Wilson from the cover. Sue Bird, all-time WNBA great. She goes back quite a bit, I think. Like she was one of the early stars of the WNBA. But maybe it wasn't like there at the very beginning, because that was like early 2000s, I believe. Victoria Vivian's, and then this is the one card I want to show you guys. So this is a Green Pulsar number 2, 25. So that's pretty cool. If you get one of those of a, you know, star player, you'd be in business, but I'm not sure who Odyssey Sims is, except that she played for the Minnesota team there, the Lynx, back in 2020, and then apparently in 2021 got traded to the Atlanta Dream. So, there you have it. Looks like points per game, 12.8 over her career. So yeah, a lot of people kind of talking about it. A lot of people are you know, feeling like players are being too harsh on Caitlin Clark, and some people are saying, well, she's a rookie, and that always happens to rookies. And then lots of people are saying, oh, well, you guys should be like basically kissing the ground that Caitlin Clark walks on, because she's driven so much interest in the WNBA. And I think that's true to an extent. I think she is absolutely. I don't think we'd be sitting here talking about the WNBA if Caitlin Clark wasn't in it right now. I don't think I would have ever. You know, today I turned on a game because I saw, well, mostly because I was doing this video. I saw there was a game on. I said, hey, let me check out a WNBA game. But I was doing this video because of Caitlin Clark. So, I mean, I think she's just drawn a lot of eyeballs, and I think this controversy actually is going to drive a lot of eyeballs to the WNBA, and it's getting a lot of people to talk about it and care about it, and I bet there'll be maybe some interest in watching, you know, these two teams. The Chicago, I think Sky is the team name, and the Indiana Fever, you know, play if they play again. I presume they will. I don't think there's like a ton of teams in the WNBA, so you know, maybe there's a little rivalry that's started, and that will get people interested because it involves Caitlin Clark, right? So, like, I don't know. I think all this controversy probably works relatively well, but I do also think that, like, the WNBA should probably figure out, what it expects from its players in terms of these kind of fouls that we saw last week that are probably a bit over the top and should be minimized. Erica Wheeler, Kaisri or Kisri Gondrezik. It's quite a name. Rookie right there. So for those of you who are wondering, this design, I believe this is the same as the 2020 NBA, because this looks like the design that like the Anthony Edwards rookie cards have, which is stuff from 2020, 2021. Although this is 2021, 2022 WNBA, but I think they used the design from 2020 for this. Unless I'm confusing my designs of the NBA products. Arike Ogunbowale for the wings. For the wings from, to find a wings card. So there's Chicago Sky. Breonna Jones, Connecticut Sun. I don't know if we've gotten a New York Liberty card yet. That's the New York team. Ileana Rupert. These boxes, I bought these at retail when they came out, so I think I paid $20 for them. Plus tax and whatever shipping. Probably free shipping. And I was looking at David Adams earlier today, seeing what these go for. I think they go for like $11. So they're definitely diamond shields, possible relative to Lena. So yeah, this set is not the best. Not the best for value. Bridget Carlton, Elizabeth Williams, silver. Jordan Canada, Elena Deladone, and our last pack here. The wings are from Dallas because they're. I've got the game on right now. That I mentioned. It's the Dallas Wings versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's funny because that was the matchup in the Western Western Conference semifinals, where the Timberwolves were playing the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas Mavericks, of course, are now on to the. Oh, actually, there's a Liberty card. Sammy Whitcomb. Dallas Mavericks are on to the finals. Look at that. 1,000 or basically 100% free throw percentage. Pretty impressive over 22 games. Another Sue Bird. This one's Get Hyped. And last card is Rakina Williams. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the finals. As you know, if you've watched this and seen me do any basketball content, Luka Doncic. Was it Luka Williams? Because I got a Williams card somewhere. But Luka Doncic is my man, and consequently, I want his teams to do well. Even though it's kind of funny. I was thinking the other day how much I hate Texas and everything in it. Like the Astros are, number one arch sort of enemy of Yankees and the Yankee fans. Even though this year it's kind of funny because the Astros are having a real off year and they're struggling. The Yankees are doing shockingly well. I have no idea how the hell they're doing well because, they changed very little other than signing Juan Soto. But anyways, I also hate the Rangers. I don't know why, but I just do. I mean, they've been sort of relevant to the Yankees in, years past. And sometimes they're a difficult, team and, have done much better than the Yankees in the AL. And I'm trying to think what else. Well, I happen to hate the the governor of Texas as well, because I think that guy's a total chud. But I don't know. I just generally can't believe that I would root for a Texas team. And like the Cowboys, everybody hates the Cowboys, right? For the same reason everybody hates the Yankees, except Yankee fans. I was thinking the other day, it's kind of insane that I like a Texas team, and yet here we are, Luka Doncic working Luka magic, on us Midwesterners, or at least this one. Everybody around me was definitely rooting for the Timberwolves to win, but anyways, I don't know, kind of funny. I don't really think of the Mavericks as like Texas. I think of them as Slovenian because that's where Luka's from. So I think somehow that's how it becomes okay to like a Texas team, even though the Astros are pure evil. No offense to you Astros fans. I know I've got some on the subscriber list, and I appreciate you. Alright, well that's my little spiel about the NBA playoffs, for which I'm really looking forward. I mean, honestly, even if the Mavericks don't win it, like, it's still been a pretty impressive run for them this year, and I'm super excited that they got as far as they have, because they did have a pretty strong year, but I have to say they really kind of got it together at the end of the season, and kind of in the middle they sort of started looking pretty suspect. Then they made some a big trade for a couple of their key pieces right now, and kind of took a while to kind of fine tune that new roster, but then kind of got it together, and they're sort of peaking in the playoffs. And I have to say, if you had told me they were gonna like threaten to sweep the Timberwolves, who just seemed like an absolute juggernaut the entire season, I would have been like, yeah, no, I don't think that's gonna be possible. But I don't know. It's funny. For once, the basketball gods are shining on the Mavericks, and they're getting places. So a finals appearance is great for Luka's resume. I think they've got a real shot at winning, but I don't know, I've been very depressed sometimes when I see like how they kind of slow up on defense, or they can't like somehow figure out how to get like a single person within 10 feet of the rim for offensive rebounding for like an entire quarter, and do other things that just like drive me insane. But what the hell do I know? I barely know anything about basketball, so maybe it's all part of the plan, and that's how they're winning. But anyways, look forward to seeing that, and should be doing some basketball content. I've got a lot of 2017, 2018 stuff with Tatum and with Luka. So I might get saucy and start to open some of that stuff, or show you some singles.